What up, my people? It's your boy TB here. It's been a while since we've been live, but we here. We good to go. I wanted to come on and really kind of go over some of the games we haven't been able to come to you guys with some previews. So I felt like be a good night to kind of go over some stuff. Once we get done with it, I will kind of give a few announcements on what's coming on the TV channel coming up. So yeah, I guess first thing to get started with is you guys have seen a lot of the playoff pictures. You've seen a lot of the top tens. Everybody on ESPN is making top tens of who they think needs to be in college football, the top four. And I completely get it. There's a lot of different scenarios that can come down, a lot of different things that can happen, and that's the way that it goes. But it seems like this year more than a lot because of the playoff picture. We're getting a lot of different scenarios, and that's fun. What's up, Colby? So first thing we'll do is I'd like to go over some of the games that are coming on tomorrow. We'll get some of your opinions on it. If you're watching this later, definitely hit me up with some comments, what you think. But first one we'll go to, we have TCU plays Baylor tomorrow. A lot of people don't think TCU has the ability to be able to keep up this undefeated season. And some people do. This is going to be a tough one because TCU controls their own destiny. TCU comes out and they stay undefeated the rest of the season, they'll be in the playoff, and that's easy. That's an easy take. It's not a hot take. Next, is Baylor. Baylor's been on the downhill. Can Baylor salvage any bit of the season they've had so far and take down TCU? No, I hadn't heard from him yet, Colby. Um, I'm sure he'd be on. Or I'm sure he'll be on in a bit. But but yeah, I think for Baylor the biggest thing right now is they're going against an undefeated TCU team. They're 6-4 right now. I got to sneeze. No, I don't. Okay. They're doing pretty good as far as talking about TCU. They're doing pretty good as far as what they do, but everybody knows TCU to lose that one game, and I'm very very curious on how that's going to go for them. Because I don't think they're getting the respect they deserve, and I think that's well deserved. TCU is a program everybody expects to drop a game, and kind of the last couple of games they're going into, plus the conference championship, we'll be able to figure that out. We'll be able to see quick. Baylor, good luck to them. Not going as good as all the Baylor fans wanted it to go, especially after the way they finished last year, but it's college football for you. Next, we have on the list Michigan plays Illinois. Illinois is unranked right now, but if people remember, Illinois had a great start to the season last year. This year they had a great start. They were undefeated for at least the first 6, 7 games. I think my boy Fishen picked them in every game to begin the season just because he was like, I'm not jumping off this Illinois train just yet. And they won. They continued to win. Now they're playing Michigan tomorrow. I want TCU to get in. I didn't even think about that. The fact that TCU is in Texas and Texas A&M spending all that money just to watch TCU, the low budget school, get in. That would be hilarious. That would be awesome. But Michigan's going to have a tough one. These are both 12 o'clock games tomorrow. TCU versus Baylor, Illinois versus Michigan. Michigan's ranked number 3. Of course, we know the Michigan Ohio State game is going to end. We're going to decide who is getting into the playoff out of them. Of course, to win the rest of their games, including the conference championship. But just stating. Got Florida State on here. They're playing a small team. They should beat them easy. Alabama plays Austin Peay. They should beat them easy. Oregon State versus Arizona State. Is what it is. Oregon State finally gets ranked. Notre Dame versus Boston College. These are kind of picks. These are pretty easy. Going through Miami versus Clemson. Miami, not having the greatest season in the world. They are 5-5 right now. Clemson, even though they're number 9 in the nation, even though they're 9-1 right now, Clemson is still feeling like their season is not where they want it to be, or at least the play is not where they want it to be. So I look for Clemson to come out in this game and to try to make a statement. I'm not saying Miami's good, and you beating them by 30 is not a statement to the rest of college football, but it is the Clemson fans. Clemson, I mean, you can just tell the program is a little disappointed with how things are going, and that seems to be the first thing is the teams you're supposed to beat. The teams you're supposed to blow out. And it seems like that's been the biggest problem this year. Is just a lot of up and down, a lot of inconsistency. So look for Clemson to go in and try to, I mean, just absolutely destroy Miami in this game. So shout out to Clemson. Shout out to Dabo. Hope things go well tomorrow. Next game we have is a 3:30 game between Georgia and Kentucky. Georgia, of course, is my team. Your boy TB is a dog fan, a Kirby Smart fan. Um, I look for our defensive line to be the main reason that we win tomorrow. Of course, we have our tight ends. You know, everybody knows about that. We know our offensive line is good. We know that our walk-on quarterback is pretty good. But the thing is, Kentucky's offensive line is not as good as it was last year, and Georgia's defensive line, including Jalen Carter, Chaz Chambliss, Robert Beal, who am I missing? Don Logue, Trammell Walthor, all of those guys will get in there and they will blow up. Mikael Williams, Marvin Jones Jr. I mean, I could go for days. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins. I mean, just they are going to destroy Kentucky's offensive line tomorrow. What's up, Bet? We just going over a few games and just kind of getting in the live. It's been a while since we've done one, so I felt like we were supposed to, not supposed to, but I really wanted to. I did want to do it. Ohio State, after struggling Northwestern last week, will play another not so strong team. Maryland is stronger than Northwestern, but what will Ohio State do? Fishen. Oh, got you. Okay, that's what he's. I got you, Bet. Okay. Uh, so curious to see how Ohio State handles Maryland. I would love to see Ohio State put this game away early. I'm not an Ohio State fan, but from what Ohio State has done the last couple of weeks, they need to put this game away early. But anyways, moving on. Georgia Tech versus UNC. Georgia Tech could be a spoiler right here. UNC number 13 in the nation, coming in. I want to say at 9-1 right now. Is that right? Let me see. UNC is 9-1. Yes, number 13 in the nation, going against a 4-6 Georgia Tech, being ran by an interim head coach. Uh, really, really, really happy to see Georgia Tech do good. Not tomorrow, but really happy to see that program do well. But North Carolina is on a mission. They're trying to win a conference championship. They're trying to control their own destiny. So I don't see them looking past this game. But Georgia Tech and the Nerds could come in and play spoiler right here. I would actually, that'd be awesome. I mean, that would be amazing. We'll see how that goes, though. I'll definitely be tuning into that game. Okay, we lost our place right here. So good luck to the Yellow Jackets in playing our people, playing our Luke Skywalkers. We'll see how they do. Let's see if we can find the Tiger Baskins show. Oh, let's go. I like it. I like it. Yes, hit the like button if you have not already, people. That'll definitely help your boy out. Okay. So moving on, we had the Georgia Kentucky game, Ohio State Maryland, Georgia Tech UNC. Now Tennessee versus South Carolina. Tennessee should destroy South Carolina. It's not really much of a game, nor will it be at any point in this game. It shouldn't be. Tennessee just put up the most points they've put up in a game in Tennessee history, or in the last however long. I forgot what it was, but just look for Tennessee to continue making a statement after their loss to Georgia to try to prove themselves right now, number 5 in the nation, that they could be a non-con champion and still get in the playoffs. So good luck to South Carolina. Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma. There you go. That is a nice little rival right there. Oklahoma State ranked number 24. Oklahoma, terrible. Man, Bet. That sucks, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That hurt, bro. Oklahoma 5-5 right now, going against the number 24 in the nation, Oklahoma State team. Look for Brent Venables to be able to put together some kind of motivation, some kind of something to be able to knock off Oklahoma State and kind of prove himself to finish out this season. I don't think they're bowl eligible yet. I think you have to have 6 wins to be bowl eligible. So definitely look for them to get that dub in Yeah, so that's a 7:30 game. Mississippi versus Arkansas. There's not many great games coming on, but it is what it is. What's up, Nate? I know Colby. Um, but Mississippi versus Arkansas. Ole Miss has lost. I want to say two of their last three games. Arkansas has been a dumpster fire. So looking for Ole Miss to kind of destroy Arkansas tomorrow. It's a night game. It's at Arkansas, but I still look for Lane Kiffin to kind of prove himself to be able to make a statement just for himself. I mean, I that's exactly what I would do, especially if I'm him. He just missed out on a chance for a conference championship. What's up, East Coast? So definitely looking for Lane Kiffin to prove himself tomorrow. He's got to, like I said, he's got to be a little pissed off that he just missed out on a conference championship. I mean, just even an appearance, something that he's never had as a head coach. Uh, but next we have USC versus UCLA. USC has a very tough next three games. They're 9-1 right now, number 7 in the nation. Bet stop. What's up, sir? UGA. USC plays UCLA. Turn around, they play Notre Dame, and then they play their conference championship. If USC can get through those three, they'll be in the playoffs. And that's the tough part for them is they have had some shaky games this season, just like a Clemson or I mean even seeing Ohio State struggle here and there. But if they can go through and go undefeated in these next three games, they're getting in the playoff. There's a lot of scenarios, like I said, that go into this game or go into this next couple of weeks, and they all really depend on the people who control it. Not really a he said she said type scenario. We need USC to win UCLA and lose against Notre Dame. So okay. No, I see you on that. I see you on that. So shout out CLA. Hopefully you guys. I want to say Chip Kelly is there right now. Hopefully he can knock off um, Lincoln O'Reilly Auto Parts. So we'll see how that goes. Next, UAB at LSU. Not going to be a ball game. LSU is going to destroy LSU is going to destroy UAB. That I do agree with Kobe. He says the Oregon USC game is going to be important, and the reason why I agree with that is Oregon had their path controlled. They lost. Now the only thing they need is to have USC go undefeated these next couple of weeks, play a USC, and to knock off a USC with a convincing win for any chance of them getting in a playoff. Yeah. Um, oh, my bad. All right. What we got next on here? Oh, Colorado versus Washington. Won't be a game at all. Utah versus Oregon tomorrow. Utah is number 10 in the nation, playing against the number 12 Oregon team. Oregon just lost to Washington last week. Oregon's pissed off. Utah is going to have to play the strongest Oregon team of the year. And if Utah can knock them off for their second straight loss, Utah will get their respect. But I see if Oregon ends up coming back and coming into this game and they dominate, then I easily see this being a way for Oregon to try to prove their chance, especially going into championships. But with that being said, some of the games that I did want to break down. Let's see. Kansas State plays West Virginia. West Virginia is a tough place to play at. We've seen throughout the year. Um, we have Mr. JT Daniels Christ, who is at West Virginia right now. That man has had some good games. He's had some above average games. And usually the above average games come at home when they play against these kind of opponents. So look for Kansas State, who's coming in at 7-3, and I hate that for them. They're number 19 in the nation with 3 losses. Look for JT Daniels to try to knock them off. West Virginia's 4-6 right now. They need 2 more wins to become bowl eligible. So kind of looking for JT Daniels to step up right here. And if he wants to raise his draft stock, this is going to be a win that he needs under his belt. Especially looking at the fact that West Virginia has Kansas State this week. They have Oklahoma State next week. Those are the 2 games. So that and then whatever bowl game comes up. But 2 ranked opponents, now's the time to put put up or shut up. Whatever your draft stock is, if you want it to go up at all, any, these would be the two games to do it. Uh, so, with that being said, um, with that being said, I think it's safe to say that tomorrow will not be, yeah, East Coast. Uh, Tomorrow will not be an amazing day of college football, but still college football. Still be super, super excited to see some head busting, to see some interceptions, to see, whatever the case may be. Just be exciting to see it. I think for me, as a Georgia fan, would love to see us put Kentucky away. We play Georgia Tech the following week. Would love to see us get out of these next two games with no injuries, and just really get ready for LSU. I don't, I know they don't look forward to any games, but me as a fan, I'm welcome to. Um, LSU, I actually do want to go to that. I know LSU has UAB coming up, but I'd be excited to see or curious to see who LSU will have going into the week after. Um, Going into the week after this, they will play Texas A&M, and it's at Texas A&M. So that'll be a decent game. I won't say super tough, but it'll be a decent game. Texas A&M has a very good defense, a very talented defense. I'm not going to say good. They have a very talented defense, a lot of good recruits all across the board, a lot of star power, but it's the coaching that seems to get them beat. Jimbo Fisher is an amazing coach, guys. Just an awesome all around. I mean, the best three and what are they? Yeah, I mean, dude, they're the best 3-7. Is that what they are? I think it's okay. You're not going to show it to me. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Good talk. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Jimbo Fisher to drop a game to LSU, but I look for them to play spoiler as well. Probably the game of the day tomorrow is Alabama versus Austin Peay. Alabama coming in at the weakest they have ever been in the history of the Saban era. And all of the mobile trailers and sister cousins, and I mean, all of it, bro. The lineage of everybody in Alabama that's related to each other, they're having a hard time dealing with this. So look for this Austin P. Alabama game to be a very, very emotional game for the Bama fan family. Um, they better not lose to Austin P. That's all I got to say. Texas A&M is the Nebraska of the SEC. Oh yeah. What's up, Bo Hunting? I talked about Tennessee a little bit. I'd said, Tennessee coming off of the loss to Georgia, went in last week against Missouri and straight destroyed Missouri. Put up, I want to say, record numbers as far as scoring for the University of Tennessee. And they are doing that with a passion right now. They're doing it in the sense of they're number 5 in the nation. They're trying to prove that they belong in the playoff, which some say they do. I mean, heck, some Georgia fans will tell you that. They do. But now they're going to South Carolina tomorrow, who's not that great, but I see them trying to do the same thing. It's at South Carolina. I could see them trying to put up 55 plus. Then the following game, they play Vanderbilt, who just knocked off Kentucky earlier. Well, Tennessee beat Kentucky 44-6. If Tennessee could go in and put up 45 or 50 plus on Vanderbilt next next week, you're easily putting yourself in position where any small chance of anybody wanting Tennessee to get in, you'll be in there. There's a lot of scenarios that are up in the air right now. I've heard so many from different people, and I think for me the most exciting one is if Georgia beats LSU and who is it? Michigan, Ohio State, whoever wins that game ends up losing a game, and now all of a sudden you have Tennessee get in the playoff. This will be the third straight year, I believe, with a SEC two SEC teams in the playoff. I may be wrong. I may be absolutely wrong. 11-1 in a good bowl would be great. To yeah. Oh yeah. No facts. No, I agree, Bo Hunting. And I think for me, why I want Tennessee to get in the playoff is because I know that you'll lose Hendon Hooker after this year. I think he's a redshirt senior. I don't know what you'll look like next year. Heck, Tennessee fans don't know what they'll look like next year. So the curiosity that sparks is, will Tennessee be able to sustain the offense that they have now? Will they be able to sustain the style of play that they have right now? That's the question mark. Other teams have started to prove it. Other teams have started to show you that's who they are. And it's like Tennessee last year, they showed it. Then all of a sudden, this following year, this year, current year, they've shown it to an elite level. But when the quarterback leaves, will the next one come in? Will he be just as developed? I'm not saying they'll be amazing, but I do think that they'll be pretty good. I think that it's not just Hendon Hooker. I think it's Heupel. And if it is what I think it is, I think Heupel will come in next year, and his team will be not just as strong, but they'll be strong. And with the fact that he's bringing in better recruits, they'll be able to have a better defense because that is the only thing that's missing right now. And after 2 years ago, when you lost 25 total, scholarship players, that kind of takes a toll. But people seem to forget that because you're doing so good now, they don't want to give the excuse. So it is. I mean, it is what it is. I need to get my charger from my phone real quick. Hold on, real quick, people. So, yeah, that's my opinion. This week will be a fun week. It might not be the best games, like I said, but it will be a fun week. Any week of college football is always fun. But he said holding. Um, it will be a fun week. I think for me, it's just focusing on my team, focusing on the dogs, focusing on everything that we can control, but also being excited and enjoying it. Nobody thought that nobody thought that Georgia would be where we were right now. At the beginning of the season, they thought we had lost too much. They thought that it was impossible, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, just enjoying it, just being in the moment. Excited to see Kirby lose all these people and still come back with a top three, top two defense. Um, just fun to see, I guess, from a fan standpoint. But away from that, uh, just did want to tell you guys, um, yeah, facts, bow hunting. That's well, and not just the SEC, but the SEC East. Yeah, I know UGA gonna be stacked next year, just because we're gonna have so many young guys who are playing this year coming back. We'll lose Jalen Carter, but then, like I said, you've got Marvin Jones Jr., you've got Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, you've got Bear Alexander, you still got Zion Logue coming back, you got Tremor Walthor that'll come back, Robert Bill will leave, Nolan Smith will leave, but you got Chaz Chambliss and Mikael Williams coming in. Mikael Williams was Defense Player of the Year in high school last year. He's playing at Georgia as a true freshman. Like, I mean, it's exciting to see all that. Super young linebacker core that'll come back. But uh, away from that, though, yeah, I was going to tell you guys I had found a trivia board when we did it. So what we'll do is we'll plan another time. Hopefully, we'll plan on going to, I guess, tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. We'll do something, and we'll do that. We'll have some ESPN trivia, have some sports trivia. No idea what it's about. I don't know if it's about hockey, if it's about water polo, um, doing the ice bucket challenge. But like I said, we'll just kind of see what is to come, and we'll just have some fun with it. I need to start going live more. It's something I've kind of missed out on doing, just because I've been so busy with basketball. Um, and once we get that going, me and Fishen will announce. We'll have a nice surprise announcement for you guys in the next week. Just something new that we're putting together. But yeah, away from that, I guess that's it, peeps. I think your boy TB is done. I just wanted to come on here and talk some college football with you guys, talk a few games, talk a little in depth about some things, and just keep it short, to be honest. Oh, the B-Day party was good, sir UGA. I went to one of my kids' birthday parties, y'all, and got there. Didn't plan on staying long. Uh, saw a bunch of my other kids that I've trained. They were all there, and they came up, and we talked for a good bit, and saw that they had some pizza. So I went and I ate some pizza, and then one of my kids came up and was like, "Coach," and it's a skinny kid too, bro. Came up, she's like, "Coach, I had 6 slices so far." I was like, "Bro, what? Like you tripping?" Colby, I was wanting to do it with fishing, and us bring people on. So I'm just gonna wait, Colby. We'll try to do it tomorrow night. Um, That way I could just put it in the title and do all that. But then all of a sudden, y'all was gonna leave, try to get back a little early. Well, they had Wii Sports, and so TB got caught up in playing Wii tennis with a few of my kids, and so I was on there beating some old ladies in Wii tennis, and I'm actually pretty good. Like I might think about considering a pro career in Wii Sports, bro. I feel like I could be a good Wii bowler, a good Wii tennis player. I don't know how basketball is on there, but I could hit a few moves and step back three with a Wii controller to see how it goes. But yeah, so yeah, the birthday party was good, Sir UJ. I appreciate you asking. But yeah, that's it though, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Your boy TB is going to call it a night. Sure, I'll be on tomorrow at some point, or not tomorrow, Sunday. Tomorrow we got college football. TB has a basketball game at Facts. Where I appreciate it, Sir UJ. But tomorrow my high school team has a basketball game at 5, the one I'm assistant coach for, and yeah, we got college football all day tomorrow. So y'all enjoy it. Enjoy your college football tomorrow, and hope you guys have a great time. Your boy TB is gonna live it up like I always do, and enjoy my day, enjoy my night. So yeah, peace out. See you, Sir UJ. See you, Kobe. Bow hunting. All of you that came on to hang out. I appreciate you guys for real. So all right, we out, people.